Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Mukham karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yatrupatamhum vande Shri Guru Vandanataranam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanyeshwaram. Cupcake. So one day in Los Angeles, some festival, so somebody made a big cake, not this much, but this much. And they made a big cake, and Pujari took it to the altar. Pujari is the one who has the access to this type of things. For your kind information, one temple in India, until the Pujari changed, they never knew, whole congregation never knew, they would offer barfi in the morning. How many of you understood? Until the Pujari changed, the entire congregation never knew that they would offer in the morning this sweet peda. But they have been offering sweet peda in the morning every day for so many years. So Los Angeles temple, they offered a big cake. You know very well who has to offer it. Pujari took on the altar, offered it. But unfortunately, after every offering, there is the arti. You cannot do arti when the cake is on the altar. With a lot of pain in his heart, he brought the cake, kept it in the pujari room, went on the altar, but his heart is where? And not on the lotus feet of Krishna, but his heart is on the cake that he left in the pujari room. They have a lot of experience. Half an hour is too much for the cake to disappear. It happened here in Vrindaban. Then Prabhupada's birthday, they made a big cake by Mangalananda Prabhu, very famous personality, singer. And he worked 2-3 days very hard. Finally, this much big cake. And they offered to Prabhupada. Prabhupada, very small portion, Prabhupada took it. And Prabhupada went to his room. And Mangalananda Prabhu said in his words, he said, everybody, say together, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. That much time it took for the entire cake to disappear. I'm honest, that's what he said. But you can't believe what happened. Prabhupada liked the cake so much. Prabhupada said to his servant, maybe Srutakirti Prabhu, get me a little more cake. Srutakirti Prabhu came back to the temple hall only to find empty tray with no cake. So this story is little different. So that is the power of devotees, Hare Krishna, devotees those days. We all have disagreements with philosophy, strong disagreements with behavior of the devotees. Some people say there should be Bhagavatam class, there should not be Bhagavatam class. Some people say there should be 15 minutes kirtan, there should be 20 minutes kirtan. Some people say there should be kirtan half an hour. But nobody has any disagreement with one thing. What is that? Prasad. ISKCON Sunday Feast program. New Vrindavan, I stayed here for so many years. Arati, 40 people. You can jump and dance, get rid of some fat, and you feel good. You'll get some sukruti or bhakti based on your consciousness. Then class. Trust me, all these people disappear. 3 people in the class. That includes the speaker also. And suddenly, 12 to 12:30 is the Arati, 40 people. 12:30 to 1:15. Many times I was the speaker. How many people? 3, including me. And 1:30 to 2 o'clock, Prasad, 150 people. Like, summer starts in America, from nowhere ants start coming. It means summer is starting. That is the first sign, summer is going to start. So, what happened? This Pujari, he left the cake on the table in the Pujari room and he was doing Aarti. Believe me, that day he finished Aarti in 15 minutes. Usually we have to do Aarti at least 25 minutes, right? He finished Aarti. And like this, fast. 4, 2, 3, 7. 3, 7. 7, 7, 7. And he went inside. Lo and behold, actually, fortunately, not no cake. A portion is there. This much big cake, nowadays not so many devotees. So some portion is there. So he said, thank God at least. Krishna is so merciful. He left me with this much cake. He cut it some and took it his room. He took it his room, he went to his room and, he took his chadar out and he ate. Salt. Chew. What is this? And he said, maybe let me try this side. He ate this side. Wow. America. It happens only in America. Salt and sugar, they look alike. India is different. But America, ditto. How many of you agree? And whoever is the maker, in order to make it so sweet, they put more salt. And actually he is thinking, I am only getting this salty portion. Everybody is enjoying. I am the unfortunate guy. Practically every brahmachari in his room, thinking, I am only getting this salty portion of cake. Other guys are getting it. They are enjoying like anything. I am the most miserable guy. At the end of it, they all brought their cakes out, put it on the table. Then they understood that day. It is salty. Instead of sugar, they put salt. That is my introduction today. Thank you very much for coming and attending this session. Probably, if you pay attention, take 2 points from this. I hope it will change your life. Hare Krishna. So, a cupcake. What is that? As soon as somebody sees it, they think, trust me, mouth will be watering. Some people may be thinking, I had a fear. That's why I said, good cupcake, question mark. I don't want anyone to think, this is a cake making seminar. It is not a cake making seminar. Where nice cakes are taught, in the sense how to make. So, honestly speaking, everyone wants, and we all want actually, we want our life to become better and better and better. It is in our hands. Whether we make this cake salty or sweet. Trust me, it is totally in our hands. And we are all, all people sitting here are devotees. If we think this cake is our life, how to make it better and better so that not only this eating of this cake for 5 minutes will become better, but our future also will become better. That is the seminar. So today we are going to analyze the different portions. What are the different parts of the cupcake? A cup, right? And a paper, and the cake, which is made up of all-purpose flour, sugar, and few more ingredients. I made muffins to Radha Chandra for years, breakfast offering. So then, look what, icing. And finally, on the top is some fruit, cherry. So if you consider this as our life, how many of us, as soon as somebody gives us a cupcake, we'll eat with the paper also? No. Very carefully we'll take the paper out and throw. That is my first point. It is only a covering. It is only a covering. But it is not the cake. If somebody starts eating that paper, they'll be a little far away from the reality. the sweetness. Right? What is the first lesson of Bhagavad Gita? This one. We are not the paper. We are inside. What is inside is valuable, not the external. So, the way paper is to the cake, we are this. This external covering. If we give too much importance, it means we are away from our cake, away from sweetness. Trust me, sometimes little crumbs, they are stuck to this paper. Sometimes we do that also. Once the cake is eaten, we take that paper and how many of us did that? Yeah, we don't want to waste anything. So, yes, there is some sweetness, no doubt. But if we focus on that original sweetness, we are far away. We are not the body, but a spirit soul. 2.12 to 2.30, 18 verses, Krishna non-stop telling, hey, you are not the reaper, but you are a cake inside. You are not this paper, but you are a cake inside. However great, that's why I put two different types of papers. One is a simple paper, another is a costly paper. End of the day, it is a paper. We just hold the cake in that, but it is not the cake. That is the point I want to make it. So suddenly you see your friend after 10 years. You changed a lot. Really? No, I don't think so. Really you changed. In the same room, one day I played the role of Advaita Charya. So they took me for a makeup. And after the makeup, I actually, they said, drama is going to start in 5 minutes. You want to check? You go and check your face in the mirror, whether the makeup is very good or not. So I went into the bathroom, and I looked at my face. Unfortunately, Advaita Acharya is not young. He is a beard man, and they put so many wrinkles on my face. Here I am, going to Pittsburgh every week, telling students, you are not the body, spirit, soul. I didn't like that. I didn't like my face. Advaita Acharya, wrinkled face, I didn't like it. So the point is, theory is different, reality is different. It is very difficult to accept the reality, but the reality is a reality. So, if we understand this first point, we are sitting in the car, but we are not the car. We are the driver in the car. That's where we are open to the reality. Trust me. Then, if we have this reality, we can enjoy the cake, the inside part, much more than what we can imagine. Thank you. So the next thing is the actual cake. So you have to take all-purpose flour, sugar. You have to mix all the ingredients. Put little, it has to form a nice base. If it doesn't cook properly, trust me, if it is overcooked or less cooked, it doesn't look good. Why? This cake, for this cupcake to look good, it should have a strong base. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear brothers and sisters, what is our foundation? Somebody said that. Who said? Wow, thank you. Your name? 3 times Haribol to Abhi. Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. She said her foundation is Krishna. Amazing. What is our foundation? Unfortunately, today our foundation is worldly passions. My friend purchased BMW. Means I have to purchase a BMW. Whether money is there in the bank or not. If they have a 3-bedroom house, I should have a 4-bedroom house. We compare. You know. If our base is material passions, I'm honest. You know, we cannot enjoy the cake of life. Today, from Bhagavad Gita, I'm going to present you, 3 things. Some people in the world, they are very famous. They chose that as their passion, but the end results were very, very, very sad. Trividam narakasedam dwaram nashanam kama krodastada lobascha tasmat etat trayam tyajet. Arjuna, these 3 passions, if you don't relinquish before you leave this world, they are the gates leading to hell. Not one gate. Gate 1, gate 2, gate 3. Krishna is telling, Trayam, 3, Tyajet, give it up. If not, you may be honored in some hall of fame, but you will also be honored in the hall of hell. That's what Krishna is telling. Right? So today, we are spiritual beings with human experience. Then our foundation should be based on absolute truth. Means, give up the worldly passions. Actually, I want to take material examples of today, but I'm scared who will come and attend my session. Somebody may record and put it. That's why purposefully I've chosen not to. Bible, famous story. Samson and Delilah. Samson, when he was born, angel appeared. This gentleman will protect Israelis, from the enemies. But one thing, bring him up nicely. He'll have immense strength, but his strength is in his hair, and he should not drink. Then he'll lose all the power. But if you bring him up nicely, he will protect Israelis from the Philistines, enemies. So one day what happened? He was going in the forest. From nowhere the lion came. Big lion. Samson killed the lion. That much powerful he was. Philistines knew there is an enemy. One time 30 soldiers came to capture him. He just killed them, just like that. And he was becoming famous. Famous and famous and famous. That was the power he was bestowed with by God directly, as the Bible says. So, the enemies, somehow they want to capture him. So they engaged a lady, Delilah. Very beautiful. And what she did, she was tempted for the money that, she got the offer. Then what she did, she made friendship with him only to know his secret. And one day, they were in their they were in their private room, enjoying sense enjoyment. She really, really used her passion and said, Samson, what will happen to you? What will happen to me if you are gone? Tell me what is your strength. He said, if you take 7 twigs, if anybody binds me with these 7 twigs, then my strength is gone. So she sang so sweetly, put him to rest. All these lullabies she sang, put him to rest, and she called the soldiers. When she called, they came in. Samson got up, broke all the twigs, beat them up and ran away. She felt she was cheated. And every time the soldiers were not able to capture, they were offering more money to her. Samson, it's a passion, a powerful force. Practically, so many people in the world are victims. But Vedic culture, practically every culture teaches how to utilize it in a proper way so that we can bring up the next generations with a proper responsibility. But if it is not properly used based on spiritual principles, it will create havoc. Samson, he got all the pleasure in the sense enjoyment. She asked, what will happen to me when somebody captures you? So tell me, where is your strength? If somebody binds me with a new rope, then all my strength is gone. Wow. She put him to sleep, sing all the lullabies. And when she slept, she brought the ropes, she tied him, and she went and told, this guy is sleeping. Now, you can capture him. They all came. Can you believe? You and me, we are tied by a rope. We can't get up. But this person is blessed by God, as per Christian tradition. In our words, Krishna. When they came in, he broke all them, he beat them up. He beat them and he ran away. She was becoming more and more impatient. To cut the story short, second, third time there is one more. Finally, one day, she utilized all her passions in the bedroom. She totally enticed him. And she said, please tell me, this person who could kill a lion, who could kill so many soldiers, who could kill the enemy single-handedly, sent by God to protect Israelis from Philistines, became infatuated by lust and told her, my strength is in my hair. If somebody removes it, I am nothing. Told. That is the power. Then what happened? As soon as he slept, she shaved him up, called the soldiers, and Samson is an ordinary man with no powers. He might have enjoyed probably 5 times, 10 times, but they beat him up. They beat him, arrested him, took out his eyes. Why? This is the guy, the enemy to us, only one person. They put him in the prison, used all the bad words. That is the power of a sensual pleasure. 5 minutes enjoyment, sometimes 50 years, sometimes 50 lifetimes of suffering. And they took out his eyes, put him in prison, and there was a big festival, celebrating their festival, So in that festival, they wanted to enjoy. They said, bring him in. But what happened? By this time, he got a little bit of hair. Hair grew up. And they chained him to 2 pillars. And these 2 pillars, actually, they were supporting the entire building. And he prayed, my Lord, I have become a victim of lust and could not fulfill the responsibility that I was endowed with. Please help me. And let my lesson serve, let my story serve as a lesson to the rest of the world, for the rest of the eternity to come. Please give me one chance. He was chained, and they were all drinking, enjoying, dancing. And what he did, he pulled both the pillars, bring the whole thing to come down. He was killed, and all the enemies were all killed. So, if our goal is passion, there was a famous baseball player. I was a child, and one day I opened a newspaper. He very, very shamelessly declared he enjoyed 20,000 women. Got AIDS, and suffering, still alive. So the point is, it's a worldly passion. What is Krishna telling? If it is with AIDS in this life, and once the body goes, it is done? No. 3 gates leading to hell. So people see the baseball, but if the people don't understand, today morning, Yogesh Prabhu was telling, this questioner is writing, I can't see karma, I don't believe in karma. Wow, interesting. I did not see Gandhi, so I'll never believe in Gandhi. Your great-grandfathers, you never saw them, so you should never believe them. Not like that. So, next one. And today actually, what is that? This lust media. I have to say 3 times Haribol. To the media. Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. India, I don't know how many of you know, even if they don't have a square meal, no problem. But they should have a movie. The number 1 country in the world is America, that manufactures maximum number of movies. What is the second country in the world out of 180, 200 countries? Not Europe, not Germany, not France, not even any G20 country, any country from G20 group. Third world country, India, that manufactures so many movies. Serious. Why? Indians don't have food, no problem. If they don't have movie, but believe me, today I'm going to show you, this is a video. That's why I stopped. And these guys, they look so beautiful. I want to lead that lifestyle.